बादा मस्त बादा आशा में अहमदियत चलता है दौर मीना ओ जाम अहमदियत.
That's that side of things. Jazakallah everyone, welcome everyone as well to Khuddam night for the guys who just joined. Um, just going to go into our topic for today, and something which I'm sure you guys have all seen and probably felt as well. And that's on the topic of the Pakistan cricket team and how they've done throughout this tournament. So I I put a poll out on my Instagram, and I was just seeing who would reply. Because one person said to me that I was crying, so this would be very hard for me to join this Khuddam night if I were Khuddam. This was a young Tifl, and he basically obviously is sitting with his dad and yeah, watching the match, and it was very heartbreaking for me as well. And I was talking to some of the Ansar after namaz when it happened. They seemed quite upset. I don't think a lot of people even came to namaz after that. So, and I was asking some of the kids in the third class, and they were telling me as well that the dads were quite upset, and it shows that you know with Pakistan team it's always up and down when it comes to loyalty, but when the team is doing well, you can really see the country and everyone who belongs to Pakistan, they come together in the most incredible way. So they did well. They got to the semis, but I just wanted to hear from you guys. What your views were, how you felt, and did the Pakistan team do as well as you thought they would, and are you proud of them? So, Amar, I'll go to you first because I know you're an avid cricket fan as well. So, was it a successful tournament for Pakistan? Would you say?
Yeah, overall it was a good tournament, but when it came to the semi specifically, I don't think they gave it all, all their best, especially for a semi final. Um, what did they do first? They bowled first, right?
They batted first.
They batted first. They didn't give a good the target, especially it could have been higher. So they didn't give it to their what's the word, like they didn't do their best. But then when it came to their fielding and bowling, um, bowlers like obviously like batsmen there's Rizwan, Malik and Fakhr Zaman yesterday. They all played well. Um, in the bowling, Shaheen Afridi, just generally in the tournament as well, he's been doing really well. But I think yesterday the major weakness, it was like the lack of um, it was the lack of communication with each other. With dropped catches, a lot of wides, a lot of sixes, especially like the last few overs. It was just bang bang sixes and fours, and then coming from bowlers like Shaheen Afridi, and it drops by Hassan the Ali, like the big names as well. So yeah, they didn't give it all that for a semi final. But yeah, again, I heard an interview from the captain in the dressing room, the Babar Azam, and he's like, obviously, like we reached all the way to the semis, but that doesn't mean you should like be upset. Like this is a teaching, like a learning point as well,
Mm.
because it's a time to learn from their mistakes, so they don't do it again in the future. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I think, like you said, they didn't reach their full potential. I think it was the first match, which was a straight knockout. And was it the first match or the second match? Was there quarters as well?
um,
All group stages.
Yeah, it was group stages and then semis, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel I don't know, man. I'll go to Kashf actually because Kashif, were you watching this in England or were you watching this in Pakistan?
Assalamu alaikum.
Pakistan.
No, I watched the match, the semis in England yesterday.
Sure. I think you were the lucky charm. You should have stayed in Pakistan to the to the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just let us know where you went to. Was it Lahore you went to?
I went to Lahore, yeah, and for the couple of first 4 days I stayed at Darul Zikr
Yeah.
in Garisha, and then I stayed in Lahore in my house that we rented out.
What was like the locals? What were the locals saying about the Pakistan cricket team? Was it all positive or was there some negativity as well?
No, it was all positive. Like it was all good vibes. Like they was airing every like restaurant you went to. They would have a projector and like airing all the matches and stuff.
Wow.
So one of the dawat we watched the I think it was Afghanistan versus Pakistan match
Yeah.
where Asif Ali hit like 4 sixes I think in the end.
Okay.
So it was a good mahal and all good vibes. Yeah.
Okay. So did they most people think that Pakistan would go all the way?
Yeah, even I thought they were gonna go all the way, but and you know what I noticed? Uh, on Instagram, you know the ICC official page, they
Yeah.
posted the photo of the team, like you know the full team, and they
Yeah.
posted of England during the England versus New Zealand match, and England lost that match because they posted the photo of the full team.
Hmm.
Then the next day they posted Pakistan one, and I wrote in the comment, you guys are doing this. This is gonna be the ICC curse. And 14 hours later, Pakistan lost the semi-final. I was like,
Who knows? I don't know. To be honest, you never know with Pakistan. There's so many conspiracies that happen. Like,
I mean,
they were doing
yeah,
so well, and suddenly they went all so downhill so quickly.
they had the same scenario as England in the football tournament. They won so many matches, and in the final match, just completely flopped.
Yeah.
no, I think this match was very similar to the other semi-final.
Yeah. I
It was
think
all like, yeah, they all needed like.
we shouldn't. I don't think we should write off Australia because they were actually incredible.
Yeah, I know.
Their tactics were very good.
Yeah, it was very similar match to New Zealand versus England match. Like England were winning the first 12 overs, 15 overs, and they just lost in 1 over. Like, yeah.
But yeah, good. Zaryab, you're probably in the environment as well. Do you think Pakistan did as well as they should have?
Yeah, I think they did as best as they could. Really, I mean, they came to the semi-finals. They came a long way. I don't know how much Asif Ali got paid, but yeah, it is what it is sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's a good progress they made, man. It was like the last 3 overs. It was so tense, like because you just thought, oh yeah, we're gonna win this, and then the last 2 overs, you're just sitting there tense. It was it was a nice experience.
At what point did you realize that it's gone? Like it's out of our hands.
When he hit that first six that went backwards, I was like, yeah, he's gonna do this again now. You know, he was twisting the bat, so he was hitting the six back behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that, I was like, yeah, they're taking it now.
And the way that they were hitting the sixes in the last, over.
Yeah, proper techniques, man.
Techniques in such a way that they hitting the sixes behind the wicket keeper and stuff like.
Yeah, incredible.
And another one when Hafiz he came on to bowl. In my opinion, I don't know. I'm not sure about you guys. If Murabisov, I don't know if you saw that ball. I don't know if you saw the ball when it bounced twice on the crease and then he hit it for a six. Now, in my opinion, I think that's just a no ball, and the six it shouldn't have counted.
But he got to hit it, and it wasn't his fault. It wasn't.
Yeah, I mean.
It is what it is. Man.
And Shaheen Afridi also had another chance of getting a second or third wicket.
Yeah, I think those LBWs were actual LBWs, man. But I don't know the reviews. You don't know what happened behind the screen. I've become quite conspiracy theory.
The haters are gonna say that's gonna be a match fixing now. So.
But the Australians did come with their dominant mustaches. I mean, them some hefty mustaches, man. They came to win.
I saw a funny video where
You know,
Like-
the keeper caught a ball. It didn't even touch the bat. He just left like, but then he came with it.
Hmm.
I
That
saw
was-
it.
He should have taken a view or something in it.
Mm.
And then it was Hassan Ali. Those no balls, those sixes, man.
Yeah.
Free hits, you know.
I don't know much about cricket in that detail, but what I saw is there were so many wide balls and no balls, and I don't think that's
Yeah,
normal for, especially in the semi-final. I don't think
yeah.
those kind of mistakes should happen.
That's what cost us the
But why do they do that? Is it because they're trying to make the batsman hit the ball, or trying to get?
No, I think Hassan Ali just took too much money.
Because he wasn't doing it before. So I don't
No,
know.
Saab, he's the most guy who got no balls like in this tournament.
and
And
let's
before
give
the
it up,
tournament as well.
Mhm.
And the commentator, like even when the start, when Pakistan started bowling, he even said, Hassan Ali is the weakest link in the team. I was like, what have you said, bro?
No. Yeah, just on Hassan Ali, Anas, I don't know if you're able to talk, but you're someone who always wears the Pakistan kit. How's the feeling? I don't know. You probably watched it with your dad as well. How's the feeling when Hassan dropped the catch?
Bro, so it's devastating, but I think my patriotism for Pakistan ends and starts at cricket. And
You wanna know?
like today, I'm no longer bothered. If I'm honestly, like I bought a subscription and everything to watch the matches, but I'm ruined the fact that they're not going to play the final. But for me, it's not as emotionally attached as
You
the
should
rest
have
of
told. You should have told me, and I would have given you a stream. Honest.
No, but
yeah.
that's the thing. That's how much love he
You're
had for
telling me a bit
Pakistan.
too late, aren't you?
I'm saying that's how much love he had for Pakistan. He wanted the subscription himself.
I've got a few Indian colleagues, learners I'm teaching at the moment. So there's a bit of a rivalry which stems just for that and that only. But now we've lost. We beat them. I'm happy. They can go home.
That's the only positive that's come out of this tournament, I think. Like India's
Exactly.
But Chalo, it's heartbreaking, but you have to give it to the Aussies. They played a good game, and they didn't make as many mistakes as Pakistan did. I know we have Mubaris, Sang Mubaris.
Assalamu alaikum, Rabi sahab.
Walaikum salam. The guru.
I am with my half of my Amla members. 6-7 people are sitting with me, and they all are the cricketers, including Rafi Saab as well, who is a professional cricketer, played for Lahore Qalandar in PSL, and he represented Pakistan all over the world in his national under 19 team as well. So his profession is cricket basically.
What's the feeling in the camp? What's the feeling?
Feeling in the camp, yeah, it's really feeling like we are in a dugout. I will say something, but before that, my Naib Qaid will express some feelings about the cricket because he was so emotional at that time. So Hamad will tell you about the feelings, what happened, and then I will let you know.
Okay, Hamad, please give a report.
Yeah, Hamad.
The moment when Hassan Ali dropped the catch, literally. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, the moment Hassan Ali dropped the catch, I don't know if you guys remember or no, about 3 or 4 months ago, Pakistan was playing against South Africa, and Hassan Ali dropped the catch there, and they lost the game. It was a test match, and Pakistan needed to win that game in order to win the series. But that was literally came in my mind, and I just put my phone on the side. So I don't know, for some reason, I knew that then and there it's lost. It's nothing left for us. And obviously, them 3 shots after that, they were amazing. And so it wasn't the best feeling, but I guess with the time, it's going to heal slowly.
But they say with T20 that anyone can literally win. It's just all about the luck on the day and if things go your way. So does that mean that Pakistan aren't as bad as people think they are, or is it just because of bad luck?
Yes, that's very true. It was bad luck, but it's just so unexpected at that point.
Yeah. Or do you think the Pakistan team is as good as New Zealand or Australia, or better, would you say?
Definitely, we are far more better than as compared to the other teams, especially if you look at the attack, bowling, fielding wise, and also the way our team was so united. The way they were playing, you could see there how gelled up they are, and how their friendship and everything it shows them, and that makes a massive, massive difference being playing as a team. So, and even after the match, when you see how everyone came out to support Hassan Ali, that was very amazing. So it was hard to hear from the other guys. Obviously, they're trying to support Hassan Ali, which is good, but
it's a difficult one because if you look back when Pakistan did win, was in 2009, you wouldn't say the team had as good as unity as now, but they won it. And people only talk about them winning it. They don't talk about whether the team had good chemistry or not. So I understand that you keep talking about, good chemistry and the team was together, but at the end of the day, we'd rather take a win than take the team being together and stuff. So would you agree?
Yeah. Yeah, he is just coming upstairs. You see, Rabbi Sahab, how talented people we have in the north.
Indeed.
So Rafa is with me as well. So Rafa, we are in the Khuddam meeting. So he want to know about the feelings and overall perspective.
Assalamualaikum.
Welcome, salam.
Where are we?
Assalamualaikum.
कैसे हैं? रबी साहब
रवि साहब, can you hear me?
Yes.
रवि साहब कोई क्वेश्चन पूछ ले तो वो जवाब देगा आपको.
वो बस आपके तासुरात मैच का
क्या मामला, क्या हुए, अपना कैसा टीम खेली, क्या हारा है, जीते क्यों हारा है, क्या फीलिंग है?
अच्छा, पाकिस्तान का बता. अच्छा वो मैंने कहा था नहीं कौन से मैच की बात कर रहे हैं, हम तो भूल गए. अब हमारा तो फोकस अब संडे को है विलियमसन के साथ.
अच्छा,
वी आर सपोर्टिंग न्यूजीलैंड.
ना न्यूजीलैंड को नहीं सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, विलियमसन को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं.
अच्छा.
So Rabi sahab, we are we Pakistani are the nationalists and we bleed green always. So the thing is that our nation is so emotional and attached with the only one happiness in the Pakistan. People forget about the liter, how much liter per liter the rupees of the petrol. They don't know how much the inflation in the country. They forget Imran Khan. They are loving Babar Azam. But after that, the guys, army guys, Australian army guys with their horrible mustaches, they came into the ground and they dominated from the first ball. But the thing is that we were not that strong mentally as the Australian teams are in the past as well. I remember in 1999 that we were unbeaten in the World Cup and we were in the final and we lost by Australia. In 2016, we lost by Australia. In 2007 or something, semi-final, we lost by Australia. So the only revenge is pending is with Australia now. So Australia is coming to Pakistan. Hopefully, inshallah, we will get the revenge there. Because the thing of the last over, if Hassan Ali dropped the catch, but that doesn't mean that we lost the match. Shaheen, because the villain ultimately is Hassan Ali. Everyone forget about the bowling of Shaheen Afridi. Because Shaheen Afridi ball on the same line where he was scooping on the back of the wicket keeper. This shot is called a scoop shot. So he was playing the same shot, and what Shaheen Afridi was doing, he was bowling so fast. One is 145, then 147, then 150, that he just need a one flick in going to direct into the crowd. So he need to, like at that time, he need to understand that if he is scooping you on the pads, you need to bowl on the offside. So it is out of the reach. But he knew that now it's not my game. All shit is on now Hassan Ali. So I can do whatever I can. So he be covered. But Shahid Afridi, everyone knows about Shahid Afridi. He is now the son-in-law. Shaheen Afridi is the son-in-law of Shahid Afridi. And Shahid Afridi, a few times back, like 2 hours back, he tweeted that it's not about Hassan Ali. I'm not happy with Shaheen Afridi because he has to fulfill his duty, but he didn't do that, and he did a really bad bowling in the last over. So now, in future, now Pakistani team departed to Bangladesh. I think they have arrived in Bangladesh. They have 5-match series there for T20. They are not coming back to the Pakistan. The thing is, the whole Pakistan establishment and army and social media activists, everyone has decided that whenever they will come to Pakistan, we will give them a warm welcome,
Mm.
as we have done in 2017 Champion Trophy when we were the champion. And bear in mind that Hassan Ali was the hero of the Champion Trophy in 2017. He led team like it was a one-man show from Hassan Ali.
Mm.
He was the highest wicket taker there. So he is still our hero. It's a time, bad time comes to the footballers as well, on
Mm.
Cristiano Ronaldo and on Messi and everyone. So
Mm.
it's a part of a game. So we, as a like you can say that we are the most emotional and the nationalist people in Pakistan. So we always like blame or make the memes. We are the memers in the world, like the most strong memes organization we have. So we can kill anyone by our memes. But apart from that, we can win from Bangladesh now, because Bangladesh last series it was with Australia, and Bangladesh bowled out Australia on 50, 60 runs in T20. This Australian team, because they are making the pitch more worse in favor of Bangladesh. So if that will not be the case, if they will make a neutral pitch, so hopefully we will win this series from Bangladesh and we will go back to the Pakistan. And next World Cup, they will keep this World Cup like Australia or New Zealand. Hopefully, it will be 99% is Australian game. Australia will win the World Cup because of the Conway, the main backbone of the middle order. He's
Mm.
not playing. He's out of the game because he did like he punched on his bat in the last match, and this is against of the sportsman spirit. So he is banned now. He's out of the tournament and out of the final. And the second thing, I think someone was talking about that Hafiz bowled a no ball, like two tip ball, and that is against of sportsman spirit. And this is not in in cricket, because if any bowler ball like this, so batsmen usually 99% a good sportsman always leave this, because it's not like deliberately, it's undeliberately happened. So they will leave it and they will wait for the next ball. But
Mm.
he took the advantage of that. In cricket world, it's against of the sportsman spirit. It's not, it's a blow belt, unethical, it's against the sportsman spirit. But anyhow, he took the advantage of that. You can take the advantage, but it's not a gentleman cricket, you know. It's
Mm.
not a it's about cricket is about gentleman cricket, but that shot was not a gentleman shot. So this
Mm.
is what my overall view on Pakistan cricket in the future.
Indeed. So overall, yeah, are you happy with the team? That's all we want to know.
We all are really happy, because before that Australia take out their team, England took out themselves from Pakistan series, and they 2 hours before the match New Zealand went from here because of so-called security problem, and we have tightened their security after winning from them in the against New Zealand. So now they have no security problem.
Mm.
So yes, so now in these circumstances our team went to that tournament, and all-time favorites were England and India. There was no Pakistan in the list in the bottom. No one was thinking that we will win the match. And the second thing, that after 1975, 31 years, we won match against India in ICC, International Cricket Council, like ICC tournament. So that was a big milestone. And secondly, they like damage our reputation. New Zealand damage our reputation. We take the revenge, and we showed them that we can play cricket. We can play a very good cricket. And after these all wins, Australia announced that we will go to Pakistan. New Zealand announced we will go to Pakistan. England announced that we will go and we will play 70 20s there. So overall, the impact, we create an impact as a nation, a
Mm.
good impact. So that's the main thing, and we found a really good leader in shape of Babar Azam. So
Mm.
he's like leading from the front. He's taking all the blames on him, and after like in the dressing room, he addressed to the Pakistan cricket team. That was amazing.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm happy. Everyone is happy.
Well, that's good. Good to know. Inshallah, in the next tournament, they can use the experience, like you said, like with the 3D and stuff. We have little experience, where they will bowl much better, inshallah, and we can bring it to the real home, inshallah.